Hello, investors and traders. It's Brian here, and it's time for a candlecharts.com spotlight. And again, this is all about quick ideas to help you improve your trading and investing. And I'm Brian Houston. So, moving on quickly here, let me just show you we have a risk disclosure statement always found at candlecharts.com/disclosure. And again, this does talk about the possible risks of loss when trading any type of security. Okay, so very, very important. Do remember that. And do keep that in mind. So I've got a little different chart up here today, and we're going to zoom in and we're going to have a little look here. And what have we got here? Well, we're looking at a stock called TUI, and it's Thompson, and it is an airline. Actually, it's a travel packager company. So they have airplanes, they have services abroad for hotels and all sorts of travel business there. And well, what happened? Actually, on the weekend, we had an airline that went bankrupt and it was forced into administration, and it was called Thomas Cook. So now that it's gone, you can see again, we closed here around 8:40 on Friday, and we gapped up, and we even traded higher. So again, very, very important. When some people like to trade the news, others don't. But again, in this case, had you been looking at the news, and again, we've probably heard about this news for many, many months. And certainly before the weekend came, we knew there was going to be something happening this weekend. It was just the question of what came out on Monday morning. So again, when we zoom out a little bit here, you can sort of see, even TUI has come down. And we've been making a nice base in here. So that's a little bit less the point. Although, again, I still would have been looking maybe for about a little bit of resistance in around the 950. We didn't quite hit that. We only just got above 925. So more to the bottom side of these candles over here. But nonetheless, and again, it is looking like a little bit of a shooting star, a little too much lower shadow, but certainly plenty of upper shadow. And again, a very, very large rising window there. Again, because of all this chop, I might expect this market to have some kind of a pullback. But let's take a look at some of the other companies. EasyJet, EZJ, I think that's come up wrong, so we'll have to type it in the long way. This platform, there we go. We want it on the UK Stock Exchange. And there we can take a look at EasyJet. So again, this is another company that, again, has a lot of airplanes, of course. It's in the discount market, but of course it also does have a lot of vacation packages. And again, we closed Friday just underneath 1060, and we opened up here. Well, we can actually take a look on that. 1074, and of course we traded all the way up towards 1126. Huge move. And in fact, in this case, when you're looking at EasyJet, I would have put a resistance line in and around this area here, and we went right through it actually within the day. So again, had you taken put a take profit, and you could have bought options here, you could have bought the stock, boom, and we jumped right up. Let's try one more, maybe even two more. Ryanair, and there we go, Ryanair Holdings. Oops, wrong one, because we don't want the one in the US. It just looks a little bit different. Same company, but it just trades totally differently. Here's a case here. Now, okay, we have a red candle for today, but hey, look at that. We did jump up. Actually, we jumped all the way up there. So again, there we are on Friday. We closed around, what, 9.96, and we gapped up 10.20. And of course, we rose to 10.4, and again, came right into a resistance area before we started to fall back. And we haven't closed, and we haven't gone down lower yet. We are still making a gain over Friday, but nonetheless, pretty decent. And just so you know, I wanted to show you one that was maybe not a great example. And I say not a great example, just because you have a news event happening and you think it might be a little bit catastrophic, it doesn't necessarily mean good news for everybody else. So this is Wizz Air. Again, it's Wizz Air Holdings. Again, they're in the airline industry, and in fact, what happened there? They closed on Friday higher than where they opened today. In fact, pretty much mostly we went down today, and we are closing down. So again, when you're looking at news items, maybe companies that are going bankrupt, or you've got incidences happening, you've got to keep things relative and look at the other stocks that are the most commonly related in this circumstance. So again, hence the TUI versus Thomas Cook and EasyJet and Ryanair. Those ones happen to be operating in a very, very close frame with each other. So again, news does pay. you've got to be on the ball. You've got to get in and get out. You've got to know your take profits, and probably you're going to want to be closer to your computer than once a week. And I would suggest intraday trading would probably be ideal. Wouldn't get greedy on news because, again, after the news is digested, it likes to pull back. So I hope that was useful for you guys. Wish you all the best with your trading, and we'll speak soon. Bye for now.